Hey guys, my name is Daniel Restrepo. We're going to be talking about China today. Our guy's name is Xin Zhao, and he is 17 years old and is currently living in Beijing, China. His ethnicity is Asian, more specifically Chinese, hence he comes from China. So, yeah, his life expectancy is about 75.15 years, which is not too bad because, a century is 100, which is only 25 off, so it's not bad at all. He is Buddhist, which is kind of odd because the official religion is atheist. So, for the Buddhist religion, they believe in reincarnation. So, if you did something bad, you'd be born something worse than a human. If you did something good, you would be born again something better than a human. And they'll go through many different life cycles until they reach something called nirvana, which is known as the freedom of suffering. So beautiful concept, that's great. And so, we have Xin Zhao, which is a male, 17 years old. He's a Buddhist, and he is actually working as a construction worker. He is currently making 1,500 RMB, which is their currency. And the more he works, the better he can get paid, potentially making up to 8,000 RMB. With that money, he can buy a cell phone. And with that cell phone, he can probably, text his friends, kind of like what we do. However, he won't be texting his siblings because he doesn't have any siblings. Unfortunately, China had to implement this policy of a one-child policy because a lot of overpopulation was happening within China and Beijing, obviously. So they had to kind of try to limit that control. China has a bunch of different problems going on with them. For example, they have a big water problem, especially within cities. There's a project going on currently right now. It's called the South-North Water Transfer Project, and basically it brings water from the south to the northern cities, so northern cities can have potable water. They also have a food problem. There's a massive starvation because there's not enough of agricultural jobs in China, so they have to import a lot of foreign food from different places like Russia and the United States. Its environment's horrendous because there's so much overcrowding. Pollution's everywhere. It's bad. So I don't know if you've ever seen that space image of China, like overview, like a bird's eye view. You can see the haze and the smog over it. So, it's really bad over there right now. Also, China tends to censor a lot of its things. So, for instance, we go on YouTube on the phone, on our iPhones and all that. Well, he won't be able to because China doesn't want to have a bad. They don't want to hear. They don't want their citizens. One take. They don't want their citizens to hear bad and negative things about China's government. They even banned the game because they had a negative image of China. However, not only speaking about bad sides, there are also very good sides to China. They really innovated machinery in the industry of like technology and things like that. Though we have the stereotype of everything that comes from China is bad, that's actually the exact opposite. Because of the rise of China's the technology industry, they've invested more money into it, and it really shown like the innovation just went like skyrocketed. However, on the contrary, the United States unfortunately has been going a little bit down because we kind of import more than we export. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something about China, and I'll pass it on to Blake. Not Blake. I'm sorry. One take. Justin. Yeah. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and see y'all later. Yeah. Woo.
Thanks, Daniel. More talk about China. Let's go. These are possible impacts of what could happen to a villager. 1. China's population is 1.3 billion, 21 million in Beijing. Just to put that in perspective, Atlanta alone has under 500,000. This could create problems for the individual in Beijing, such as increased prices for homes. And we all know that China's one-child policy keeps population in check. 2. Resources. Because of the rapid increase in population, forests are being converted to farmland, and we see hydroelectric and infrastructure projects have placed China's remaining forest at risk. This could cause individuals to have to flee from their homelands. 3. Economy. These resources would provide jobs for people and spur growth in the economy, even though some people would lose their homes. Back in 2008, the Chinese government spent $43 billion for the Beijing Games, but they profited tenfold from that. 4. Pollution. According to the Environmental Protection Agency's air quality scale, any pollution rating above 300 means it's unsafe to breathe. Days above 500 in Beijing are no longer uncommon. 5. Technology. With Beijing highly producing technology with the company Microsoft, it is possible that our villager could go to the Beijing College of Technology. Impact on China as a country. Population. At 1.3 billion, China is 1/7 of the world's population. This many people creates a problem with pollution. 2. Pollution. Most water sources are contaminated by dead animals, sludge, and chemicals. Not even the groundwater is safe to drink. 3. Economy. China is one of the 5 fastest growing economies in the world. With a GDP of over 9 billion, China is at the top of the BRICS countries. 4. Resources. China cuts down its forests to make room for farmland to grow food. But then you lose the oxygen that the trees would produce to fix the pollution problem. China just can't win. 5. Technology. China thrives on production of technology. They produce everything from phones to cars. Well, that was China. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.